So nobody except you went close to the food. You cooked it and served it, save for the 10 minutes you were away, right? And you were the first person to find the dead body, correct? The first one asks me. My heart falls to my intestine level immediately. They get up at once and echo the sentence I had watched so many times in movies. The toothpick policeman fastens the handcuffs on my wrists. My name is Chisom, aka Chisom the lampholder, and you are welcome to my channel, a place where stories reveal meaning and reality receives form. Beyond the story you will hear, let your imagination travel a time lived by people like you and I. Throughout the night, I couldn't sleep. Now it's 6:30 a.m. I am seated in the kitchen and I am bone tired. I had a hunch that the police would come today, so I freshened up about an hour ago. My hair is styled into a bun to complement my good luck dress, the last one my mother bought for me before she died. Sighing, I run my hands over the hem and think about how to not brawl when the police arrive. My mother told me that an innocent heart fears no accusation, but she didn't tell me that one day I'll be caught knee-deep in a trap. She didn't tell me that I would be so cornered and she wouldn't be alive to help me. Overcrying when accused makes you guilty, boo-boo. Just keep a straight face, avoid drama, and tell the truth. I remember the day she said this, but I do not remember how to put it to use now. The police arrive at 8:30 a.m. I can hear Mr. Fletcher saying hello to them. From the gruff voices responding to him, I know they are mean. I still haven't left the kitchen. I think the questioning is taking place in the study because I can hear the doors motion. Rabbit eared me. Hours roll by and finally it's my turn. Before I go in, Mr. Fletcher holds my small hands in his and smiles at me. A beautiful, reassuring smile that feels like ice in my rolling stomach. You will get through this, Busayo, he says to me. I nod in reply, too emotional to speak. Remind me to fast and pray for this man for 3 days after this whole ordeal. He smiles again, but there's a strange gleam in his eyes before he walks away. I don't know what it is, so I shrug it off and open the door. The whole place is lit with sunlight. I see 2 dark policemen seated behind the decks, watching me like hawks. They look well dressed without their uniforms. Good morning, sirs. The first one nods in reply, while the other one grunts and continues chewing on a toothpick. So you are the cook, eh? The first one asks me as soon as I am seated. Yes, sir. He asks me to narrate what I know and points his pen to his note. As I do, the tears flow freely. I try and fail to stop it. By the time I get to the part where I found her corpse, I am hiccuping and struggling to speak through the tears. The policemen do not seem moved. The one with the toothpick even had a sneer on his face. So nobody except you went close to the food. You cooked it and served it, save for the 10 minutes you were away, right? And you were the first person to find the dead body, correct? The first one asks me. My heart falls to my intestine level immediately. They get up at once and echo the sentence I had watched so many times in movies. The toothpick policeman fastens the handcuffs on my wrists, ignoring my pleas. I didn't do it. I swear on my dead mother, I didn't do it. Mr. Fletcher, help me. I scream shamelessly to the unofficial car parked in the driveway while the other staff stare. He doesn't show up. The men shove me into the car and sit by my sides. Mr. Fletcher still doesn't show up. I attempt screaming again, but the toothpick policeman hits my face with the back of his hand. Shut up, murderer. I don't know what caused the sting the most. The slap, being called a murderer, being dished by Mr. Fletcher, or going to prison. We arrive at the station and I am led in. Behind the counter, I am stripped of my good luck dress, so I am left with just my black shimmy and singlet. My voice has traveled, so I don't answer the questions about my name and all. Toothpick policeman answers for me. The policewoman now in charge removes the cuffs and shoves me towards the cells. In all my 24 years of existence, I have never perceived a smell so awful, nor seen a place so dark and suffocating. I turn my head from side to side and see different people behind lines and crosses of iron. She shoves me towards the cell at the rear. I'm glad I didn't eat last night or this morning, so there's nothing to puke. The darkness and pungent odor of dried urine lingers here. The only allowance for light and air is a narrow slit at the high end of the wall. Coughing, I turn to the woman to beg, but she bangs the bars shut and locks it. "We don't get fresh meat for here, oh," a voice says behind me. I don't turn around, but hold on to the bars and scream, "I didn't do it! God knows I didn't! Please help me! I would never do that to my madam! Somebody help me!" I hear the mocking laughter behind me, but I don't stop screaming. "Jesus, help me! I didn't do it! Save me! I don't want to be Benu Oshun Jarel. They know they make noise for here, oh. We go align you now," a different voice says to me. I feel her presence against my back, and common sense tells me to shut my mouth. I turn slowly to see a short woman dressed in boxers and a tank top, pointing at the floor. I move to the spot but stop when I find nothing to sit with. The floor looks like a breeding ground for ticks and bugs and other insects that can penetrate my skin. I shiver and whimper, holding my tummy tight, but the short woman laughs and pushes me down. "Sit down well, Aoya, before I align you now," she says again. I oblige, trying my best to not cry loudly. "Jesus, help me, please. I can't survive in this place." My mother always told me the story of Peter in prison and the angel that saved him. She said God always came through for those that trusted in him. This was a good time for an angel to take me away from here. Stories are like airplanes, taking us to places we have or have never been before. I hope you enjoyed the journey. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I love to see your likes and comments. Keep it coming. Stay blessed.